A true testament to the valor of PUBG and its esports scene is indeed the tournament that's happening tonight. Welcome in, ladies and gents. This is GLL Qualifiers for the season number 1. One of the most prestigious tournaments out there. A coveted prize pool indeed as well. And the pride of winning the best of the best out there. Joining me tonight, of course, is Larson. My name is Boogie. If you just joined in here, we've got the... I've said this like 3 times, but I have to say it again. Yeah. You are the in-game leader for Team Kingwin, and he's here to bring you guys some real insight onto how teams rotate, what choices they make, what they do specifically, and, you know, little other golden nuggets about what's going down. And now we're changing the scenery a little bit. Let's open up the discussion on what we're about to see.
Actually, we're about to see Miramar, and one thing I've experienced with Miramar from casting it today, looking at Curse Trials that also runs it, is that on the Erangel, a lot of the teams, they know where they're landing. In Miramar, people, they haven't practiced it. They haven't been running the European scrim so much, and that leads to a very
That's
explosive...
a spicy statement.
That leads to an explosive, a kind of random early game.
Yeah.
People don't really know what people do in Miramar.
Yeah.
And on the Erangel, people have a pretty good idea.
Exactly.
So on Miramar, you should expect to see people land in El Paso, Los Leones, Picado, and potentially San Martin. That's where I'm expecting to see people catch into each other. Yeah.
San Martin, as the video on YouTube says. Do you see that video? Man, it's absolutely golden. I'll link you guys in the Twitch channel.
I've been told to watch it. I really bad at watching YouTube videos.
It's just golden, man. Trust me. I'll link you guys in the chat there afterwards. But yeah, there you go. There you go. As Larson put it out there, because there's open fields and because there hasn't been so much practice in Miramar, we're going to be having a peppered game. So it's going to be spiced up with kills. Should be spiced up with will. That's what we predict.
I'm just saying it's a lot more random, and you'll see more people land with each other because people haven't really figured each other out. There haven't been enough of it. So.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have those set teams, right? Method goes Pachinki, TSM goes North George. You got FaZe, you know, going.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. So there you go. We will be seeing some fights starting off early game, and we can't really wait to show them to you. But before we show that to you, we'll show something else. Let's have a look at the standings from the previous match. There you go. Team Grubby once again coming on number 1 spot with 325 points, 16 points. 16 frags, earning them 125. That's a lot of numbers for them. And we'll talk a little bit about this standing here, and after that we're going to be going to the total standings to show you how powerful Grubby are.
Yeah, Grubby. Do you remember how their first game was? I know they had 0 kills after the... Did they have 0 kills after the first game? Actually, I don't know.
They didn't have as many. I think it was something like... no, not 5, 6 kills.
Another thing that we haven't talked about is Crimson. They got 2nd place in the first game. I think they got 5th place in the 2nd game. And they got 2nd place in the last game. So they have 2-2-5.
And that consistency.
They have been playing amazing. And you said they were a super aggressive team. They haven't had that many kills.
No, they used to.
They're showing up today.
Yeah, they are.
I'm super impressed by Crimson Esports.
And here's the point that you're making up here. Their consistency of not necessarily getting the chicken dinner, but putting themselves to the end of the games puts them on number 3. As you can see it, here's the current standings for the total score of the 3 matches that have been played so far. Grubby dominating the leaderboards with 735 points. I don't even want to say that number on the kills, man. It's just it's ridiculous. 42 total kills for the team of Grubby. How in the world do you do that? 37, not too far behind with Force. 560 points though, because they haven't gotten so deep into the game as Grubby has.
That's insane.
That's insane. What do you mean?
So one thing I actually thought about, I wanted to bring up here, right?
Yeah.
So GLL compared to a lot of other tournaments, they have not invited a lot of teams.
Yeah.
So I think it's top 3 from these 5 lobbies here that gets invited. And it gives a chance for new names to actually get an invite spot. Because a lot of these tournaments that have been running is going to run is invite only.
Yeah.
But GLL, they actually give a fair chance for everyone to qualify.
That's the good part about it.
Instead of inviting, you know,
invite
maybe over 0.5%, here there's a space for almost everyone that really deserves a spot to get in.
Exactly.
Instead of just having really big organizations getting the cheap invite that maybe have been going on a little bit. So I'm like... You're laughing at me, but...
No, I agree with what... I'm not laughing at you.
Everybody that shows up, they actually get a chance to play.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think it's really good that GLL have taken the initiative to open up for more spots for people to qualify.
I agree, man. It puts the best teams out there with a fair chance at it. Larson is making a strong point here. The invite system Works out if you made it through the preseason. Otherwise, you know what? You can get into the qualities.
No, I
You make a fair point.
I've been
You're
playing
right.
for Team Penguin.
Why
right?
I'm laughing is because you're making a spicy
I mean,
statement.
a lot of teams,
but
they
it's
have
true.
just never had to go through qualifiers and then just been invited.
Yeah.
And sure, but the qualifiers are often almost harder than the main event, because in the main event, you know the
True.
teams that are going to play.
You know where they go.
You know where they go. You know how to turn around them. But here, like you see,
It's a lot of
you see
randomness.
Grubby, you see Force. These guys, they're coming here to play. They want to fight their way through. So we see some of these teams that play more aggressive. They maybe don't have as much
You know what I
brain as
wonder?
some of these competitive
How would
teams.
have Grubby have done if Havo would have been in the game? Because you know
Ooh.
where Havo goes.
How it goes Prem, yeah, that can also alternate a lot of things. But
You know what I mean?
I just wanted to appreciate that GLL actually allows for more people to
Yeah.
play good and then get in.
Absolutely.
I wanted to put that out there. I thought about it. It's out.
It's out now.
Yeah.
It's okay. Your stream's not going to be affected anyhow. It's look, it's things that
But don't you agree that we
I
get
do,
to see
I
the
do.
best teams play?
I do
And
agree.
Beforehand, it has been a little bit. You get invited because you're playing on this team. You get invited, you play on that team, and I don't know. I'm happy to see that
That it's a fair
GLL is
chance.
like the first big tournament that actually
gives
know,
a fair chance.
gives a fair chance to
any
almost
team in the
everyone.
world.
Yeah, because
even you watching at home, if you have a powerful team, you could sign up with the next season as well. You got a chance. That's the thing.
people
Right,
are
you got
asking me
time to
how do you
practice.
become a professional player in PUBG, and I
Play.
tell them, you sign up for GLL, you sign up for the other tournaments,
Yeah.
and if you make it to a LAN, if your team that your friends over the internet from your life, if you make it to a tournament, there's gonna be organizations out there that want to pick you up. You're not gonna play public games and teams will
Forever.
pick you up for fun. No, you have to
Yeah.
play these kind of tournaments and you have to do good. And GLL is giving a chance to more people.
Exactly. And another thing that I'm appreciative of is the fact that there's no more MMR kind of stuff. It's been done once. It had to be done at that point in time.
Yeah.
But there's another good point that Larson's bringing up. What I'm trying to say here is don't necessarily work on your MMR. Sure, it looks good for your CV, so to speak. But try to work as well as having good communications and good bonds with a team. PUBG is a constant state of clutch. It's literally CS:GO on steroids, because at any point in time, not only one enemy team comes in from one preset angle to kill you, it's a lot of other teams coming in from all sorts of directions looking for your head. So communications have to be crisp and clean. There you go, though. Here's the beauty of the map here. Seen a decent enough type of plane. It will be avoiding Los Leones, so you will see some teams drop right around now or soonish, going for the road west of Los Leones. There you go. There they come. They're going to try to find a vehicle north of Chumachera and try to put themselves in Los Leones, which would be a powerful place to go to. Well, I'm actually very curious to see where the top tier teams go here tonight.
So I am surprised. I was watching TSM play another tournament, and they decided to only land in El Paso, no matter how many teams landed there.
It's very good loot. Just here's a little hint for it.
That's
It's
very
just for you and
that's-
me and
that's-
the
that's very
many
good loot in El
thousands
Paso,
of people
but
watching.
Like, I thought coming up to this tournament that TSM would actually go to El Paso because I saw them play this map.
Shout out to
another
Joel.
tournament.
Shout out to Joel, one of my buddies.
Yeah.
We always go El Pozo.
Yeah, but they're actually opting
Max
to go to
as
Los
well.
Leones, which is why I said I'm surprised. Well, they went down south.
Yeah,
So,
it makes no sense.
I mean, my prep, me looking forward to this game, I thought TSM, they were going El Paso, but they're changing it up there.
Wait, where's Method going? They're going water treatment? No, Method, let's scroll in on them.
But
no, they're going San
we
Martin, sorry.
talked about this. Look at Pecado and San Martin. This is where we have all the teams clashing.
It's a hot spot. 3 teams into Picard right now. One of them trying to get out. It's not working out. Xeon is going to get down by Lordy and Core. Of course, the team of Victus Esports coming in with the first strike there. 69 alive still. It's a good number for the tits of Destiny. Just had to, I don't know why I had to connect those, but it happened nonetheless. Crimson taking the prison area as well. Interesting stuff. They already decided where they wanted to go. Los Leones completely and utterly forgotten and not taken by anybody. Interesting.
I mean,
Very
I
interesting.
have a feeling TSM wanted to go there, but they might have not been lucky with vehicles since you don't see them in cars. But that leads us to Kalaya, Björn, Citas. They're actually clashing straight into TSM.
Here's a question that I want to ask you. Because Miramar makes it so much more difficult to rotate with vehicles early on, do you think that's the reason why most of the teams chose to go to the center of the map just to have a easier chance at the circle?
So, wait, somebody just died. But
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, there's still one left. Let's look into the fight here. Yeah, it's going to be Miruri. Top side of the red compound here. East town. Not a lot of chances. Lordy trying to work around the building. Core doing just the same. Opening up the door. Miruri's going to go into defensive mode here. Holding on to the angle on the stairs. He knows he's not going to get peeked in from the window side, so he's safe there. And that AK close range can be absolutely lethal. But Lordy has one all the same. No pushes just yet. On level 3 helmet on Miruri, but no body armor. And here comes that push. Core bodies him. Brings him to nothing. With the UMP nonetheless, but that's with the support of Lordy.
So go back to your question. If we open up the map, the plane came from the prison and it went up towards El Paso.
Towards Campo Militar, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like Capricia, El Paso, and there's not a lot of vehicles. If you drop on the road, most of the vehicles, they land inside cities.
Well, with the latest patch, actually, there's going to be more vehicles. Do you know that? Not only did they fix the
okay,
the
but it's
buildings,
actually it's a little bit harder to get vehicles on this map. I mean, the car spawns are very simple on the old map, but I think it's because of the cars that are a little bit limited.
Good point. Leighton now taking shots at Mazarin, which will take some shots in return. So Leighton's not going to be that trigger happy right now. Has to go behind a cover, and from here now he can actually pepper down his enemy. Vatican and Oyamura holding close, but Andy and AT already have the smart idea to push in from the side. Actually, they're not going to be. They're going to be going a bit defensive. Perhaps they don't have the loot that's needed to take their enemies down.
Method have been a team, as of recent, I would say maybe the past month, they have been avoiding fighting in the early game and trying to get to a center spot as soon as possible with very limited loot and try to win the game. I mean, they got third place last game. They almost had the victory, but
because they didn't have
more. But still getting a third place with a decent amount of kills is fantastic.
Absolutely.
And that is their game plan. But it's Miramar. They have 2 other teams with them in San Martin, and they won't be allowed to leave as easily as they have.
Yeah, exactly.
In the 3 last games, sorry.
Yeah. TSM is going to be making its way towards Impala, it looks like here, and they might just have spotted the drop. They could have spotted the drop themselves, but it's a bit out of reach. They could find some boats there on the Impala ridges. We'll see if they do indeed later on. In the meantime, Liftikid seems to be approaching towards Fake currently, as Liftikid actually has 2 of his teammates inside the same vehicle. So we can only assume it's a bike or a Bronco. Go Terry Broncos. We'll see if Fake spots him. Yes, Fake does indeed spot him. It is the Bronco trying to cross by. Fake putting in the shots. They do connect, but he has to reload. That means that STL is out of the way. But they're going straight into Lunde's hands. We've got a Vector to work with here. Not the easiest of weapons in the world, but Moleman has the AK. 4X comes in with the first knockout as well from another AK as well. And Moleman helps him out. Lift. And Matt, and they have to stay alive somehow, but they won't. Oh, the last one staying alive, won't be alive for too long. Moleman coming in with the clutch plays, and we'll be getting the res. The hero of the day right here has been Moleman.
That was a good play by both teams, honestly. If I was STL and I heard a guy with a Vector shoot up right next to me, you're gonna know he's gonna run out of bullets, but...
Oh, you're gonna get out of the car,
yeah. I mean, he had 13 bullets and a Vector. You're gonna think, oh, these guys are super split up. They're probably not a full team, but they got brought by surprise that TPA had already grouped up and they were playing together. But, I mean, you hear a Vector up close. He already unloaded his mag. With 13 bullets, you can't really take down an entire team, so they have a chance to take the fight. Yeah, unfortunately, Mulman, he shows up with the AK. But that was until after they stopped their car, so...
That's it. The
well played by TPA. STL, they might have an idea what I'm thinking of. But, yeah. Mulman comes in. He clutches with the triple kill.
Yeah, and that was pretty sick.
And that is going to be our first team out, STL.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
That's a sad way to go down, but...
Pioneering, once again, as we said it before, GLL pioneering the way that PUBG is brought to you. On the left side of the map here, you can see your favorite teams and how many people they have alive in their squads. As you can see, SDL Esports completely eliminated. The Evictus with 1 player. And you also have a nice little interface there showing you how long we've been into the match on the bottom right-hand corner. And the circle shrink as well. That's pretty. I
think it's really, really nice that you can actually see. This is the first circle, right? And we're 7 minutes into the match. And I mean, often you wonder to yourself, how many times have the circles shrunk?
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Oftentimes,
I've never seen this before, but I always think, wait, which circle is this
especially
again?
on Miramar, because there's so much action that you kind of get lost.
I have 2,500. When I look at the circles, I don't know the number. It's really nice to have it in front of me.
True. Oh, Grubby having a hard start.
Did they flip a
like
bike?
A vehicle flip, yeah.
Dude, I want to see a 3-seater in the distance. Oh, it's a 2-seater. Okay, then it's their own fault.
Is there? Let's have a look at the map. Let's see where the rest of
where
Grubby
the
is.
teammates?
They're coming.
Like
Okay, so they're okay.
So if it was a 3-seater, have you know of the bug with the 3-seater, right?
It's fixed, right? It is. That's what they said.
Okay, I didn't see that, but
You can go full speed now.
okay, that's fantastic. Happy to hear it.
Yeah. There you go. That's 148. He in a dire position, getting shot by Bondas, but his teammate is going to be close to helping out here. Bondas takes Turtle down, but that's not going to be good enough. He will get rezzed, of course. And Leighton finishes him off. But Method seems to need to move. Oh, he didn't actually get a chance to pop his medkit. That's unfortunate. He's going to go at the back of the van, trying to work with it as well. You can slowly kind of move when you're popping a first aid or a medkit or whatever. Does he get the chance to do it just yet? And Bulldog has the angle with the suppressed SKS, which, you know, it's a weapon.
The only thing that comes to mind for me here is you see the more experienced team, which is in this case, I would say Method. They're playing a lot together. Whereas you see the Bulldog have Ace, Solar Rage, and they're just like, you can see them in the distance. They're all playing one by one by one. They're called Netline Gaming, but they're inexperienced. They're thinking, hey, if we all split up, we might have a chance to, you know, one of us makes it out alive. But the more experienced teams, they usually stay together and they try to work as a unit. They want to improve their team play. Andy's off the side. He might have a sniper and like trying to do some Overwatch, which is an okay play as well. But I can just tell you that splitting up alone, and like the reason I don't like it personally, if it's one guy gets knocked, he's just dead, and it puts the team in such a bad spot to lose a player.
Yeah, exactly. And he will be on the back foot. He will meet up with his team. They are all currently outside of the white. They could make their way potentially east, trying to avoid this fight with Netland Gaming. We'll see what happens there. In the meantime, Crimson is going to be meeting with Grubby. Actually, he's not going to be a fully fledged meet. Pybus might hear them north of the bridge. I don't think any shots are going to be taken now. And the bridge is missing. And the bridge is... There it is. Beautiful stuff. Pajama goes in under the bridge. And Shade, the last member left alive, or sorry, the last member of Team Grubby in car with Shade. So there you go. Easy cross.
I mean...
And it could have been much worse.
Okay. They have flipped a lot of vehicles in this map, I guess.
They're very good at positional play.
I mean, let's...
They're very good at shooting.
Can we go 2 games back?
They're kind of shit at driving.
2 games ago, they had a boat, then they went on foot. 1 game ago, they ran on foot from Primos, so... They know how to shoot and fight people. They don't know how to drive.
That's the thing.
So, I mean, if they have to... I mean, they're moving smart, right? They're avoiding all the people with their driving, but...
Talking about driving, here's a guy that won't get a chance to do it. Graham takes him down. Vicious the king. Not so vicious when he's downed. And that's going to be about it for that one team. Vicious taking a frag. And another attempt at it, but I don't think that one's going to be panning out. In the meantime, Method actually chose to go further south to avoid the fight with Netland Gaming. And they are currently in the white. Well, one of them is. The rest of them are soon to follow suit. Well, that's actually very smart the way they avoided this combat here.
So I mean, Andy was off to the side. He could have been the one who scouted out, told the team, "Hey guys, I haven't seen any cars, any movement. You can go over here," and then you work your way slowly forwards.
That's smart.
I think they would be happy to be in the straight center now, but
oh, look where Jula is going though. It's heading straight. The Wolves are heading straight towards danger, Bloodbath and beyond. Let's see if either of these teams stay true to their names. Looks like Bloodbath are on the back foot. They don't know that there is an enemy team. They should know now that they hear them, but they're already making a run for it. Left their Bronco where it was. Jula should be able to spot this soon.
Are they running in the open, Boogie?
They kind of are, yes.
But I mean, they're going on foot, so they're not necessarily making noises. If they were driving this, it would have been a little bit different, but...
True. And there's plenty of ammo for Jula.
I mean, they only had 1 car, but either way, I think it's kind of tough to just leave your car behind, especially this early on into the game.
Yeah, that's the thing on Miramar.
If we open up the map, and especially in this circle, this is actually one of the most open circles. You see exactly where the cursor is. There's just open fields and open fields and open fields.
True.
I don't want to run through that. And look at the circle. They can go to Bendita, but coming through Bendita and up, they have to go through a lot of open ground.
That's the thing. And in Bendita, they're also going to be finding TBA, so it's not going to be an easy task. 3 squads now close to one another. We'll be putting on shots, one against the other. See stars. They know, they know of their enemies close to them, but do they know if the other squad coming in from the western side? Bjorn already taken a different compound. They might have a vehicle down there. They do have a vehicle, and they will be taking it as well. We are seeing some fights. Yes, there's 60 people left alive, and it's the second circle going to the third. as you can see on the bottom right. Nope. Some might ask. I know there's someone asking there. Is it the match? Sorry, is it the team Tits of Destiny shown on the bottom right there on the pulsating rings? It's actually.
I hate you, Boogie. I'm looking forward to the NA qualifier, so I don't have to deal with this.
Wait.
Speaking of Tits of Destiny, they're in the straight center of the circle right now. Team 7 over here.
They're doing pretty good. Hang on a second. You don't know what NA hides. Just wait and see. They're going to have some spicy names in there, I'm pretty sure. Blade Buyer takes some shots in the meantime there. Not connecting too much. And Sippy also looks like he wants to... Oh, he's making his way out. But he's heading straight in a straight line from Imagine, who manages to take some damage, but won't be able to find the closer.
Alright. Yeah, I mean... There's not really much happening this time around. People like be rotating to their spots. People don't really know how to play this map, which is why you can see a lot of teams that on the old map they would tend to go for the center, play compounds that they're familiar with, go to places they like. People hesitate a lot more. As I say this, Mythrain doesn't hesitate. He's back. He takes down Fike, finish him immediately. TPA that already took out the first team of the game. They're feeling wrath of Mythrain.
Aferin is what you say to Mythrain. Aferin means
but Mythrain haven't been here. They've been playing with us up for the first couple of games. So I think this is the first game he's back.
It could be.
I think so.
Potentially, yeah.
And we might see if their fortune changes with Mythrain back. We talked about this in the last game.
He is one of the best ones on the roster.
I've played with Mythrain many times. Also in a duo tournament. Mythrain he's a monster.
Yeah, man. The guy's a legend.
But
now they're close to TBA. Let's see how that one pans out. La Bendita contested by 2 teams, and there's going to be more teams coming in as the circle is indeed strangling. We will see some fights in there. TSM already taking shots at some enemies far away. I don't think this one's going to be a fight that will last too long because due to the distance, TSM can easily avoid this fight here. There's another squad coming in. Grubby and Visgames already on the rotate, but it won't have the upper hand angle. And Grubby have already rotated to a safe position. They don't know. Of TSM, are they stopping? Are they really stopping there? TSM, or sorry, Visgames cannot spot them from where he is. Oh, Team Grubby, they have no idea how close they were to death.
They have been good at inviting people. As I say that, he runs directly into Chronix from next level.
Caster's curse, right there.
I'm sorry.
Oh man, Chronix comes in with the sorry, Mini 14. 4x on top of that. Shade has to go for the kills. Snoopy has to do the same indeed. Their teammate Pokemolodoy in a bit of a rough spot. Pokemolodoy has been really doing good. And look, see how smart Grubby is. Sorry, the team Grubby is. They're already putting in the smoke down.
Chronix hits a nade on Snoopy though.
Oh, Pajama. So close to dying down. And this might be where TSM could decide to push in from the backside, knowing that there's 2 teams pushing there. Sorry, fighting there. TSM don't seem to push so far, though.
TSM is pretty far away, I believe. They dropped for a little bit.
Yeah, they're not going in anywhere. Shade and Snoopy caught between a rock and a hard place here. And it looks like their enemies are kind of giving up on the fight because they're getting peppered down by TSM. So there you go. This is the chance right now for Shade to go for the res. I don't know if they're going to be doing that. It's way too dangerous.
Pushes so far out of their city, but they're just, you know.
TSM just being the guardian angels, literally, for Grubby.
I mean, Chronix, to be fair, Chronix was the one doing the work. He got the knock on the first guy and knocked Snooki with a grenade, while his team was still, you know, playing safe, trying to watch his back, but
a lot of fights happening on the map, and Osvar cannot decide where to go. So much happening, as you said it. Stuff happening mid-game, indeed. It looks like Z-Tires wants to move into Bendita. His teammates
actually got finished off over here.
So that's the end of... No, that's not the end of them. Midliva, WTC, and Xeon still alive. Team Bosphorus now playing S3s, but could potentially go S2s because they're in a bit of a dire spot. Midliva moves off the angle, spots Bjorn. Cannot take the shots just yet, cannot connect them, rather. But he does have a Car 98 with an 8x scope on top. If he would hit the shot right here, it would be beautiful. But Kadiala comes in from a very bad spot, takes Midliva down as well. Now Team Bosphorus has to play as one, but that one has a sliver of life left, and he goes down at the hands of Kadiala. Sorry, official Bjorn, rather. That's the last one to die down. That's the end of Team Bosphorus, which go down second. That's not good.
Mythrain took down Fake, and TBA, they were very angry. They got the revenge. They're now cracking shots at team number 5. This is
Bloodbath and Beyond that actually came back with the revenge for Team TBA.
Oh, that is...
So there you go. That's what happened there. Grubby in the meantime, I think they've got the full res. I want to see they got the full res, but we'll have a look at a different fight here. It looks like this compound coveted by the players quite close to it. Nades and stuns rain in. And I'm not too sure if Mick and Mikhail are too impressed by that. Skeg, will he get the res from Imagine? No, Imagine wants to go in a bit aggressive. Goes into the compound. Spots that there's nobody there, so he will go for the res 4 now. He's got the call from his teammate Skeg. I'm in safety. I'm behind a pile of pipes. You can get me now.
Joseph Detson is playing this very passive. They might not have the full information that there's only 2 people left there.
Yeah, that could be it. That might be the reason why. Lynn now and Blade Fire are in a bit of a doozy themselves. This Chronics peppers them with shots. But the Lynn has the counter angle. Can he make it happen? Doesn't look like he can. Imagine in the meantime have taken down Michael and Page. That's a doozy. Smoke comes in, offering some protection to Blade, who stays alive. Break takes down Moore. In the meantime, we saw it. Bullseye also knocks down the Lynn. So that means that Blade is by him. He is lonesome. Not an easy task for Blade to be in. As soon as that smoke dies down, he's a dead man. Out of the fight happening at the south there, it looks like TSM have broken into fight. We're going to be going into that one in just a second. In the meantime, we see Kune taking shots. Skig now, the last one, staying alive close to that compound there. I'm not too sure he's going to be alive for too long. Kune wants to reply. Oh, there you go. Top shot coming in from Page. And that's the end of them. Let's have a look at TSM. Let's see what they're doing now, because they're approaching an enemy squad at the south side. And they're outside of the circle. They're going to have to move in. They know exactly their enemy's position. TSM taking the shots. They're going to go for a different route.
Yeah.
Is this a smart call?
I mean, it's definitely okay. I mean, if you can avoid a fight and stay alive this much longer. These buildings are not the greatest, but they're also kind of hard to push. But the buildings in Miramar don't see everything. They only see like 180 degrees usually, whereas the other buildings in the Wrangell actually can see 360 in pretty much all of them. So you could, like, if let's say TSM have it on nades, they could say, yeah, we can just chunk a few nades in here and there. But like this map, like, I'm so experienced in it. I don't know what the right play is, how to do it. I think people just kind of take it as it goes, and maybe they had the eyes that their left side was clear and they can advance it to the next compound and get out safe. Then definitely you can go out safe.
Could be that indeed.
But you can definitely abuse some of the blind spots in these buildings because they are a lot worse than in the Wrangell.
Yeah, true.
So I think maybe, let's say 2, 3, 4 months from now, people are more familiar in Miramar. People might take that fight, and grenades might just
become powerful.
Really powerful.
There you go. Crimson in the meantime finding themselves some good frags there. Jambawe and MBS putting down some law, laying down the law. Sipik left to heal outside of the circle, and he's chunking a lot of damage. Now pops in a first aid kit, and by the way he crawls, it tells us that he's got more than one first aid kit to use. Otherwise he would not be crawling in here. Crimson not looking at their backs. They're all big. Look at those little loot goblins on the map. Look at them. Look at them go.
Who's the guy behind them? He's from Vestix Esports, right? He's the lone guy.
Yeah. That's him. Healing up outside of the blue. Sipik.
Yeah.
Ve Victus. Can they become the victors? Is what I ask of you. He's now safe. Barely. But he is safe at least.
But he has to travel quite a distance, as we see here on the map.
True. We'll see if they make it in. In the meantime, though, Method still have a good circle, as they had the previous game on Arangel. They have a good circle.
Yeah, Method. They were kind of stranded right at one point, and they actually managed to come out ahead of the junkyard. But have you played at the junkyard before?
No.
You can get surrounded.
I had some circles finish here, but I didn't necessarily play it.
Like, as soon as you have to leave the junkyard, it can be very difficult, which I want to look out for later. You have decent cover from now, but leaving it? I mean, they're just going to kill everyone. We see Aitse taking down Kamka.
They're going to have to watch their backs, though. There's a squad coming in from the backside angle. And it looks like Aitse looks that way for just a second, not too long, because they're too busy tunnel visioning on a different enemy. There you go. Aitse being smart, looking all the way around. Insagas is going to be making the top of the hill there. It's going to be spotting them. No, actually, Insagas is the furthest one down. Let's have a look at Grubby trying to make their sideline. No, actually, Fours and Crimson are engaged in a fight. And someone from from Crimson actually got knocked out. I didn't notice.
It's false. They got a little bit of revenge. Crimson got 2 of the teammates earlier. It's Hugh, but False knocks down 1 from Crimson and then used that as an opportunity to run away and try to progress further. I believe they're second place. They're so close.
Well, Crimson third.
They wanna try and make it in here. Forces. So you see Dai is trying to, after he got the knock on Crimson, he lets them revive, but he's trying to get away now. Disengage a bit.
Smoking now, taking shots. Snoopy with the sliver of life left. Page is actually going to be able to knock him out. Big compound here. And, it doesn't look like they will be able to get the closer. Yeah, they will. Actually, it's a different enemy. Crimson now on the offset side of the hill. Not going to be able to spot them now. So Page will revert his attention to where he got the initial knockout, but now they're taking shots from Grubby. Grubby will be happy to reply. The Grim Mind and Chronics are making their way in. They're using that fight to make themselves some sort of, to cut themselves a little piece of the pie.
Mm-hmm.
But where they're going, it ain't no easy pie eating. No, sir. Definitely not. Look at this 2+2. Look at the mini-map. Look at this 2+2 coming in from team number 8. That's an interesting decision this late in the game.
Yeah.
Fifth circle closing in.
I mean, I don't want to give away too much, but I mean, they're not really playing powerful positions. What do you really get on, like, what do you get from being split up at this point in the game?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they don't have vehicles. It's hard to say, but
Maybe they got pinned down by Azrain's team.
I mean, some teams, they're not very confident, and they think we can sacrifice maybe 2 players, and the other 2 can advance further. And
Oh! Unfortunate timing. Karma strikes on Diaz as he finds the lock on Pybus, but someone else takes him down. It's actually Lockwood, his own teammate.
Grubby just got finished on the side, so they're already out, our first place.
Oh, they did. In just about a second.
Yeah, I believe it was Page that finished it up.
There you go. So Grubby is now going to be out of the match there. TSM taking shots. It's actually specifically Marius taking shots at Oyamura. We'll be connecting them as well. Beautiful stuff. Bravo. That's what he's saying in Romanian. Yeah, I'm going to be coming in. I'm going to be coming in with a little golden nuggets. Cardigala now, Bloodbath Ambiance, taking a good shot there against Lordy, but now he's getting peppered himself, so he's going to have to run from his current position so as not to die. And he won't. He will keep himself alive. Method's still alive. They're playing a dangerous spot, as you called it, the junkyard.
I mean, it depends, right?
Just one team coming in from their north.
It's very easy to be pinned in there, but if they can scare enough people, I mean, right now you look at the circle, they're absolutely fine, but
Break now, takes some shots, not connect. That is quite alright. But they will have to make some sort of closer with the 3 people close to one another from TSM, and the 4th one, Marius, took him in late. 5 seconds left, and the circle is going to start to strangle, so Marius is going to have to find a path, or carve a path, or maybe his team can help him at that. And yes, they can indeed break. Good shots against Rez. They're going to be going on further, but Maserini, Shlupi, and Arcadi are coming in from the side. And Marius should have been able to have spotted them.
We were looking at break. Oh, actually, Marius is on the flank. You're right.
Yeah, Marius is coming in from the other perspective, though. Maserini wants to take a wide angle there to have some sort of a double, like some sort of crossfire, a double-pronged attack. Sadovnik tries to make his way in. Woo! Barely just does it.
He's
Is
the
he
last
going to be alive
member
for
for
too
his
long?
team.
No, he's not. Who's going to take him down? And there you go. Insta-caustic.
So 2 of our favorites from the last 3
Yeah.
maps actually out
Just
fairly early
Crimson.
on the Miramar.
Just Crimson in.
Yeah.
Into the game. That shows you the Miramar, basically. It shows you Miramar.
Yeah.
That the teams are still getting used to the map. And as they do, as they make their way forward, Circle strangles in. TSM still looking good. But now they're taking some shots themselves. Maserini is actually able to knock out Break. Give his team a chance to enter. It's actually just Archon left. Shlupi has been knocked out behind the drop. Maserini getting knocked himself. And TSM will make their way inside the circle, whilst Pius from Crimson finds another frag. Meta still on the northern end.
I'm just looking here. Like, it's terrifying to think that we have, like, players have to play this map now. I mean,
I know exactly what you mean.
You played so much in the Rankle, and you see the teams that have done really good in the Rankle, unless they're like these super experienced teams, like let's take Method, let's take TSM, let's take Crimson that we're talking about. It's these people that get the advantage now. They have put in more hours, and they're making it further. As I say that.
Kune finds Dragon Archon. Yeah, man, it is what it is, right? You're gonna have to
adapt,
overcome.
Exactly, but.
Crimson pushing in from the backside there. Doesn't look like Kune is gonna have a long life left in him. But Jambawi is taking this one patiently. Bits of Destiny. They're going to be caught in a bit of a stronghold here. The Hand of Faith strangles the Tits of Destiny, and they're going down one after another. Break still alive on the other side. It's TSM versus Crimson versus Tits. I can't believe the way this goes. Is this serious?
I mean, your Tits of Destiny, they killed Grubsy and Grubby, and Grubby has this absolutely
You could say they suffocated Grubby.
I'm done.
Look, listen. In all seriousness, the worst part about Tits of Destiny is that they weren't able to go on the water side to afford a motorboat. As for now, hold him close while Andy peppers shots at TQZ. Talks. Another Method looking still powerful at this moment in time, and it does look like indeed Andy will connect with his team. They're playing as a full squad. TSM is playing as well. 2+2 right now as Crimson and Azvarin will lock some shots in here. I'm not too sure that Azvarin is going to be long for this world. Nope, NIMBS finishes him off, but Crimson is not done just yet. They have TSM just to their south. Can they do something about that? MBS took so much damage here in this duel. Smokes rain in. Crimson smartly used them to get themselves crossing into the safety of the next white, which is strangling now. And this one bites a lot more. It's the 6th circle that's about to come on us.
Definitely. Also, what we've done with these circles here, they do a lot more damage. You cannot sit in the blue.
That's like it, man. Exactly.
On the old circles, you could sit in this blue for... like, just probably pretty much bandage it. We should probably stop talking about the circle.
Yeah.
Team Method is pushing up on Team Bloodbath and Beyond.
Bloodbath again, indeed. So, Team Method are going to be easy to... Yeah, that's the team.
And he gets shot in the back from Ryan Lockwood. And gets knocked down.
That's unfortunate. But he will get the res. It looks like his team is pretty close to him. But that also offers a breather to Bloodbath to make their way into the circle. And that's what they're going to be doing, indeed. GLL, Zitars, and official Bjorn. Going to get a bit closer there. Try and see if they can have a different angle to peek in from. No, they're actually quite busy with a different battle right now. Leighton down the shots. AT gets shot from somewhere else on the map. I think it might have been from Crimson. Bloodbath and Beyond can push now. Leighton getting touched slightly by that nade, but now he goes in for the shot. Drop comes in from Bjorn. Sick stuff indeed. But will it matter? In the end game, Leighton has to back off. He knows that there's two guys pushing him, but he knows that he's got the support of his own teammates, so that's some beautiful shots, leaving Kariel alone, but not for long. Turtle finishes him off, and Method pulled it through with 4 members. Is it 4? Or is it 3? Where's Andy? Yes, it's 4 of them left alive.
That was beautifully played by Turtle and Leighton. Did you see how they were dancing between each other? One peek, other one cover. That's all, like, that's some military stuff right there. Covering each other, baiting each other a little bit.
Yeah, some solid strategy.
Yeah.
One peek in, taking the attention of his enemies there, while the other one comes in.
Yeah,
on
and
the
then
backside.
like Leighton peeking, Turtle hiding, Turtle shooting, Leighton. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Good
really well executed.
A ballet of death, we can say. Crimson now have the circle, though. Look at this. Method are going to have to make their way quite far away. I think TSM will be able to spot them sooner or later.
This is really exciting to watch. We have 3 squads of 4 and a single solo. I mean,
Yeah,
the circle has something to say as Crimson is in. The solo is Lunde from, he's a TBA, I believe.
Yeah. There you go. Let's see how far he can get himself into the game. In the meantime, Andy takes some shots from Crimson, gets out of the Bronco, will use it as cover, will also drop a smoke to make sure that his teammates have a safe crossing as well. All the while, Crimson now are taking shots at TSM. TSM are taking shots at Method. Well, it's a triangle of love, but it's not necessarily the sweetest.
I don't think they're making love right now.
I don't think so either. Oh, Andy is knocked out by a nade from MBS. But he did have time to put in some good smokes before that, so Andy did his job. He allows his team to come in safely, kind of. In the meantime, TSM have decided to push in. Let's have a look at this. They want to go aggressive against Crimson. They want to have themselves a little piece of the pie of the circle. And where they are right now is not nice. NBS with the pocket red zones left and right. Puts this game's on his feet, and Jambawi as well onto aim. So Marius out, this out. 2 guys left from TSM. Method still doing solid right now. Crimson is absolutely killing it. And as they go aggressive, one of them falls down. Jambawi comes in with the refrag though. Who is it going to be? It's going to be MBS taking the final frag. That's going to be TSM out of the game. Now 3 teams left alive, as we said it, 1 solo and 2 full squads. Crimson versus Method in a battle of titans. In a battle that we've seen before, and one that saw Team Blank actually win the previous 2 members out of Team Crimson. Let's see how this one pans out, because Method, oh, they want that revenge, and you can't really blame them for it.
Wait, what is Lunde doing?
Holy smokes, Lunde puts the screw straight.
He almost got the second place for himself. Look at how low he got, I'd see.
Puts the spanner straight into Meta's works, and then Nate is going to finish it off. It will be GG by Jambawi with a double kill Kobe to finish off the fourth match. Crimson.
17 kills in Crimson.
I think
they've gotten first place, second, and fifth.
They're first place right now. I would
they
because the other two
Grubby,
teams were eliminated early on.
That is so well played by Crimson.
Absolutely, man. And you know what? The last 4 kills, I think it was just Nate's.
They had some really good nades.
What the crap, man? That was some beautiful pocket red zone. If you thought the red zone is disabled in PUBG Pro, well, not really. There you go. That was the 4th match, of course, guys. Don't forget, we've got one more for you, and then we start afresh with the NA qualifiers. So, ladies and gents, plenty more PUBG action brought to you by GLL, top tier league to be a part of. And right now, you see the top tier teams trying to carve themselves a path towards what will be an awesome season, which will be brought to you on Wednesdays. We have to say this. Will be brought to you on Wednesdays, starting with the 14th of February. So we're going to be starting GLL soon. Nice. Let's have a look at something else that's nice. Let's see Moleman performing out of his mind. Tell me a little bit about how sick this play was.
He was just holding the angle. They all walked down, and he was just...
How about the bait?
The bait? I mean, was there a bait?
There was a bait with the Vector.
I mean, we talked about Lunde. Like, we didn't know Moleman was here, and he could just hold them nicely. Fake was pressuring from the side, so Team STL, they had to push down the slope towards Moleman. Moleman knew he had his teammate coming in from the back. So he just, you know, there was kind of like a funnel they were being pushed down of.
Yeah.
And Moleman just had to hold the ankle, and he does it perfectly and takes them all down.
There you go. And he does it with the AGA, which is a very powerful weapon. Close range, an absolute dominator. There you go. So that's going to be the first highlight that we have for you. We've got, of course, another one from Crimson. Let's have a look at these little beasts, man.
How many grenades are in there?
These guys are sick. Let's have a look and count them up.
Wait, there's no grenades.
Actually, no, this is not the time with the grenades. We have actually a compilation. So MBS came in with a nade against Andy. Then MBS came in with a nade against AIM, against Marius. Andy, there you go. First one wasn't a knockout. Second one hits his mark here. So MBS, one nade, then the second one on AIM, and then 2 to close it off from MBS as well. Get the chicken. That was sick. Look at that. Look at the freaking nades. Oh, it's actually this.
TSM has been catching some nades today, also in the last game.
Oh my god. How many nades do these guys have? Shows you how powerful utility is.
I've talked about nades before. I don't think you should be able to carry unlimited amount of nades.
That's a good idea, actually.
I think that you should limit it to maybe have 2 frags, 2 smokes, 3 of each, maybe 4 in total, 5, I don't know.
Yeah.
The grenades, I think they're good with how they are, but I think you can carry a little bit too many of them. Maybe make grenade slots, but who am I? Maybe
raise how much they weigh in the inventories.
I think you should just have specific slots for them so you can't carry more than that, because they are extremely powerful. Maybe too powerful?
Yeah.
I mean, you can carry potentially 10 smokes if you don't really want to carry much else and just stay in a smoke for a while.
Yeah, true.
so I think
it won't get you far, but it'll get you somewhere.
I think smokes are good. I think grenades are good. I think you just maybe limit how many you can carry.
Yeah.
And not like...
You can adjust that with the loot on the actual map. You can adjust that with how much they weigh in your inventory, I suppose. But you could as well force some sort of a system where you kind of have like a belt.
Yeah.
Where you can carry 5 nades in total, and you decide what those 5 nades are.
A little bit of balance, maybe, because I think they're really powerful. I think they're in a good state, but I think
they're good as they are. Yeah.
I think you can maybe carry too many. That's just my personal opinion, and that's
and take it as it is.
Yeah.
And we will take a break as it is, and we're going to be coming back with the final match, the 5th one for these qualies. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys in a few minutes.